What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Gifted Gamer 204 back at it again. And yes, you guessed right. Today, we got another banger for y'all, man. So if you're new to the channel, please don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that share button as we keep on rolling right into today's video. Now, check this out, man. We got a good one today, people. Oh, yes, we do. Now, let's get right into it. Most of y'all, well, the ones who are in the gaming space and the gaming community on YouTube, y'all should already know who this man is on your screen. Okay? This man needs no further introduction. Now check this out. I'm gonna play this video that he made, thanking the Xbox community after the huge support that he's been receiving after he made that video that went viral on YouTube, being when he switched over from PlayStation to Xbox. He was a PlayStation gamer his whole life. His wife happened to buy him a Xbox console, Series X, because Xbox, Microsoft bought ZeniMax and ABK and all that. So he must have thought that he was gonna miss out on the Elder Scrolls 6, being that Microsoft now owns them. So his wife buys him the Xbox for that. Even though the game has no release date, by the way. The game has no release date. We don't know what's going on with that game, with Elder Scrolls 6. It will be multi-plat. Okay? It will be multi-plat, so you don't even need an Xbox. But that's a story for another day. Let's stick to what we got here today, because this is a message. This is a clear message to the PlayStation community. So I want you to pay close attention. I'm not gonna play the full video. He breaks it in between, in the middle, when he starts thanking the content creators who actually been supporting him and things like that. I'm gonna skip that part. But just let's pay attention to what he says. Let me pause this and let's get right on with the show. Here it is.
Christmas is almost here, right? And I just wanted to make a quick video thanking everyone. The Xbox community, you can't really put it into words how great it is. I mean, I've already met many of you, spoken to you in party chats, played with you online, and it's been an absolute blast. And I've known you guys 2 minutes, and already the people I've met are some of the nicest, sweetest, most down-to-earth individuals I've ever come across. The amount of love and support I've had in the comments from you guys has just been humbling, truly. I mean, I might come across on camera full of confidence, right? But the truth is that I don't have a social circle. I'm a bit of a loner. I'm quite isolated. And there's many reasons for that, which I won't go into now, but it's meant the world to me, this collective embrace by this Xbox community. It's been absolutely beautiful. It really, really has. Not just the growth of the channel, but just the support, man. Like, I open up my Xbox and it's message after. I mean, I've had easily over 400 messages over the past few days, and I try my best to respond to all of them. And if I missed your message, then I'm sorry. But every single message is welcome to Xbox, brother. Be great to party up with you sometime. Do you want to play Sea of Thieves? Welcome to Xbox. Do you want to run Halo? Do you want to run Gears of War? What's your favorite game? What games are you playing? People telling me to keep them updated on my progress. To have so many people be so invested in me it's difficult to wrap my head around, because I'm just a no one. You know, I'm just a middle-aged, bald, bearded guy. That I'm nothing special. So to have people say things like, it would be humbling if you could add me. It's like, brother, I will add you. We can be friends. We can talk. We can play. We can game. That's what this is for. It's just baffling to me. And I've got now over, I can't even remember how many friends I've got on the friends list, but I've got so many friends, and I can just open a party chat have it open and people come in and we talk and we nerd out and we talk about gaming, we talk about what the future of gaming is, we talk about what's coming, what's been before, we have fun, and people can laugh at me dying over and over and over again, or accidentally throwing a plasma at my teammate because my aim is so bad. And it's not even just you guys commenting, it's the YouTube Xbox community, which has just gone out their way to find a video of me and react to it with positivity. And I never imagined in a million years that I would drop a video, which quite frankly, I didn't expect anyone to see nor care about. I didn't. I'd had a long break away from YouTube, maybe about 10 months where I didn't upload a thing. Only recently uploaded my first video in a long time, the Video Game Awards one, and then I dropped the Xbox One because I was just so excited about it, and I needed to talk about it and vent about it. And just these people talking about me, reacting to it, and they've been affected by what I'm saying. They're liking what I'm saying. My thoughts on Xbox compared to PlayStation has impacted people in a way I never imagined. It's really hit home for a lot of people, and they relate to it, and they relate to me. And it's just, with Christmas around the corner, about to happen, I just wanted to just thank everyone for all of the love. It's been so humbling. It's been so honest. It's been so kind. And I'm looking forward to getting to know each and every one of you in time. There's many YouTubers that have talked about my video and reacted positively. And I've been invited on some podcasts as well, which I'm going to attend, the ones I can. But look, guys, anyone wants to hit me up, anyone wants to drop in a party chat one day, I'm not always available. But if you see that I'm online and I'm in a party and it's open.
All right, because let me pause it real quick, because now he's going to go start to thank, the people who, the content creators who actually like made videos, reaction to his video that went viral. So, excuse me, we're going to skip to the end of the video when he starts talking again. So, but real quick, he's already being invited to podcasts to come in as a guest from the Xbox YouTube community. Okay, look how happy he looks. The way he's speaking, you could tell he's been a PlayStation gamer his whole life. He makes the switch to Xbox, and that's where I gotta give him credit, because it's true. This is not a YouTube channel that he was actually like making content daily, trying to be a content creator. It was none of that. If you go look at his channel, it's true. The last video he posted before the video games was like 10 months ago. It's true. And then before that, his videos like scattered all over the place, like 3 months ago, 6 months ago, 5 months, like things like that. So you could tell that he wasn't trying to be a content creator. This just happened, organically. But it also happened because Xbox saw an opportunity. You see, they embrace opportunity. And, they saw something. They saw someone who came over from the PlayStation side. They saw his video and it blew up, because the Xbox community, online on YouTube it's huge. And you know why you could tell it's huge? Because they let it be known that they're part of the Xbox community. They let it be known. And as such as the content creators themselves, they let it be known that they're part of the Xbox community, that the Xbox ecosystem is what they prefer, and they rep it. Even though they're delusional, even though they swear up and down that Xbox is number one, which is way out of line, because they're not even number two. And I'll be damned to say if they number three. I don't even know where to put Xbox, but that's a conversation for another day. But as delusional as they are, they still stick together. And that's the main thing here. That's why they are still around, because they stick together. They keep coming at you they keep going on each other's podcasts and coming up with, all these different things and think like it's because they're sticking together as a whole community. And that's what he's feeling right now. They've embraced him. Like he said, everybody's welcoming him, including, the fans in in the comment sections and things like that. Everybody showing him support. Everybody. They're not telling him, oh, we don't need you. You coming from PlayStation? Nah, we don't need you over here in the Xbox community. We good. Go back over there and play your PlayStation games, you pony. He's not getting none of that from that side. He said they're telling him, welcome aboard. Welcome. Yes, you can come over here. And they asking him, yo, what you playing? Like, what's going on? Let's get on the game. You got people, like Kid Smooth, Dark Coat, Eastwood. He's going on podcasts. I think he said he's going on, what's that? TTX or something like that. He's going on one of them podcasts, and that's just one of them that he mentioned. He's going on a few Xbox podcasts. So you could imagine how he's feeling right now. He must be like honestly, he must be feeling like a little celebrity. Honestly speaking, I'm not saying it in a bad way, like he's trying to act like arrogant and things like that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying from the point of view as to where, he's receiving all this love, and like he says, like watching all these huge content creators on YouTube make reaction videos to him and welcome him, like saying welcome and things like that. It's only human nature. He gotta be feeling so good about himself and feeling, like a little celebrity right now. It's his moment right now. So he's embracing that, and he's got to take. He's trying to take all this in, because he can't believe what's happening right now. But let me keep going. Let's continue on. Let me fast forward, because we're going to the last part of it, right? Because y'all got to pay attention and listen to what he says at the end of this video. Let's go.
And just even shouting me out like that is showing love, and I appreciate it, brother, honestly. Also, just real quick, if I missed anyone, I apologize. I've subscribed and commented to all of those videos. If I've missed any, then I've just missed it. So many people are reacting to me. It's again, I can't quite wrap my head around it, but to feel this welcomed amongst this Xbox community lets me know where I am, lets me know where I belong and where I'm going to thrive. So Xbox content is what I'm going to be focusing on going forward. This will be primarily an Xbox channel. So happy Christmas, everyone.
And that's that right there, people. Did y'all hear that? He said, it makes me feel like this is where I really belong. As far as like the gaming space. And now he is no longer a PlayStation. He will no longer be making PlayStation content. He is now primarily an Xbox channel. And we'll be doing Xbox content from here on out. Because they got him. It's over. It's over. His channel is blowing up. Every minute. You go to his channel today. Let's go check his channel tomorrow and let's see where he's at. Because of the support. That's why it's happening. Because everybody's spreading the love. Everybody's talking. Yo, there's this guy that he crossed over. He's loving Xbox. He's part of the community now. Probably sharing his videos. Like, look, take a look at this. Look at this. Go over there and show him love. Showing him love. That even the big content creators are showing him love. They don't feel like they're too big to, come over here to his channel. They probably saw, because I don't know, but let's say he probably had like 400 subscribers, let's say. They didn't take that to an account and be like, oh, I'm not going to comment on his channel. He only got 400. Nah, I'm good. They was up in the comments. You could go look, yo, welcome, welcome home. Welcome to the Xbox community. I'm telling you, I saw Cole Eastwood in his comments saying welcome and telling him to enjoy the Xbox community. He's feeling that from them. Now, I'm trying to decide if I should continue on. Matter of fact, this is what I gotta say, about the PlayStation community. Because you don't see things like this on the PlayStation side. It's like the PlayStation community, you don't even know who they are. Honestly speaking, if we really talking, it's like we don't know. The PlayStation community doesn't show this type of embracement, this type of support. Like the Xbox community, from one day to the next, changed this man's life. Believe it or not. He's gonna start making Xbox. He has a platform now. And he wasn't even thinking about having YouTube as a platform. Because like he said, he was always like a random content creator. And now, seeing everything, he's going to, I'm pretty sure, he's going to start making content regularly, on a regular basis now. Why? Because he saw the support. He saw his channel, how it blew up, how it grew with the subscribers. So now he has a platform. Xbox, the top content creators that's been around, showing him love, only see this as a win-win. As it should be. Because if you eating, we already eating, and you trying to come and you want to come here to eat, here you go, here's a plate. Let's all eat. Let's eat together. That's what that showed me. And this is like it's so crazy because this is actually like a perfect example of how divided the PlayStation community is versus the Xbox community is. Even though they're all delusional for thinking the Xbox is actually on top and actually has good games and the list goes on and on. They're actually delusional fans. By the way, people that invest their time and money on PlayStation and are PlayStation fans, we actually have like our minds set straight because it's the truth. Believe it or not, it's the truth. PlayStation is number one and it's the best. It's just the truth. Everybody can have an opinion. This is the thing. You could prefer one over the other. You could say, and it's okay to say, yeah, but I prefer to play Xbox, like Xbox better than PlayStation. Like, yeah, I will admit PlayStation is number one, but I prefer to play on Xbox. That's why I buy Xbox. That's why I stay over here, is because I just like the way their game pass is, or how the UI works, or the quick resume, whatever it is, right? It's okay to have that. You can like whatever you like, but when we're talking about facts, the fact is that PlayStation is number one. But that's besides the point. It's like PlayStation fans, it's like a lot of them always want to feel like so neutral. Like, I'm a PlayStation fan, but I won't go to like a certain extent. Like, I'm not like, if I don't like something, I will call it out. Or, a quick example, because I already made a video on this. And we all know MBG, right? He's on PlayStation now. But we gotta remember, he came over from Xbox, as much as a lot of other content creators have crossed over from Xbox. But you know, MBG was like, oh, he starts getting at PlayStation, like if Sony don't know what they're doing, like, excuse me, it was a mistake. In that video, somebody had told him what was hurting Sony, and he was like, nah, you know what's hurting Sony is, you know, things like Concord. And you know what else is hurting Sony? You know, acquiring Bungie. Like that these are things that are hurting Sony and things like that, right? Like, if Sony hasn't been doing, the way he put it is like Sony was on a downfall, is what I'm trying to say. Like, if Sony was coming down, like the building was crashing down, all because of Concord, which I get that it was a flop, because that's the way you're supposed to do things. You don't like something, you vote with your wallet. Nobody wanted Concord, nobody bought it. Next thing you know, that game's out the window. Next. But he was trying to make it seem like, because of the failure of Concord, Sony's failing. Because of the acquisition of Bungie, it was one of the worst moves. That's how he was trying to make it seem. But they bought Bungie. That whole thing that happened internally, that's on them. You know, PlayStation can't see that coming. They can't see all that, you know, that whole controversy that happened with the CEO and things like that. They can't see that coming. They just seen Bungie as they made some of the best Halos to date, and they turn around and leave 343 and start their own thing, and they make Destiny, and it blows up. And Destiny 2 sold, I forgot how many copies, but it sold a lot of copies. So it's only once Microsoft goes out and purchases, was this during the ABK? Yeah, they go purchase ABK. You know, it kind of forced Sony to make a move, and they saw Bungie. Bungie has made a lot of money. They've put out a lot of great IPs, some of the best Halos to ever come out. So why? And they seen themselves trying to get into the live service. Who better to go up and acquire better than Bungie after seeing their success? But that's a story for another day. I just wanted to make that quick example. Meanwhile, Xbox, and I'm not saying this is how it should be, like everything is yes, 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 yes. But that's just how the Xbox community is still, you know, alive. That's why Xbox is still like being able to breathe, because they know they have an Xbox community such as the one that they have, which is going to spread their, you know, positive vibes and things like that out into the world. PlayStation don't have that. So if you're a PlayStation fan, it's okay to say that you're a PlayStation fan. And you don't have to be saying, you know, oh, but I'm not a fan to that extent. Like, I won't do that or this, and, you know, like trying to make it seem like, you know, like those guys like the too cool for school. That's what I'm trying to get to. PlayStation fans, and I'm glad that came up to my head. PlayStation fans are like those too cool for school guys. It's like those guys, you know, these people that go to the clubs and that they don't dance. They go to the club with their girls and all that. and they don't dance. Never, not one dance, nothing. They just go and stand in the wherever they are in the corner and chill, and that's that. They don't do nothing. It's like that. And then the Xbox community, and you see they're just standing there and they're seeing the whole Xbox community in the club in the middle of the dance floor, and they all having a party, having a great time, toasting to each other, yeah, cheer, yeah, and everybody's wild and dancing. And then the PlayStation guys are on the wall, too cool for school, like this. Nah, I don't dance. And they girls like, yo, but baby, come, I want to dance. The guy's like, nah, I don't dance. I don't dance. That's how I see it. It's okay to let it be known. Let it be known. The PlayStation community needs to be bonding like this. And, I was thinking, I'm like, yo, can you imagine, like on the PlayStation side, you see how I mentioned all those Xbox YouTube content creators that have been supporting him? And they have huge channels. They have a huge following. They have their Xbox connections and all that. And I was like, yo, could you imagine, like, would somebody like Mystic ever do something like that? Or the one he does a podcast with, I forgot, Spawn, something like that. Could you imagine him? Or could you imagine, everybody spreading like MBG and who else is up there in the PlayStation community? MBG's up there, but those are the few, right? I'm like, yo, could you imagine like them actually doing something like this, like how they did with him? A small content creator, like embracing him I don't think so. You know why? Because everybody's in their own world when it comes to the PlayStation fan base. Everybody's in their own world. Everybody's worried about their own thing, doing their own thing. They worried about their own channels. Instead of embracing and actually trying to build up the PlayStation community, because it's so divided. Like I said, you don't even know who's in the PlayStation community. Like the only one, and I will say MBG and Mystic and the other guy, but they're not even a part of the PlayStation community when you really think about it, because it's not a community. They just do PlayStation content, and that's about it. But you don't hear from them. Well, MBG does his lives and he's more like interactive, like with fans, but like Mystic and like I don't hear from, like, you don't even know where these people are. Like you don't have that interaction with these people like that. So I don't even know like who to call a part of the PlayStation community. The only ones that I could just think of on the top of my head is King Thrash. Shout outs to King Thrash putting out that amazing Xbox documentary. Thing was absolutely unbelievable. Then you have Porter Rock 77, and then you have J Dub. Shout outs to them, P Rock and J Dub, and King Thrash. That's just off the top of my head. Like the ones that I could officially just think about, like actually like, rock with PlayStation. Like heavy. And Persona and J Bobby, they rock with PlayStation heavy too. So shout outs to them. But it's just more like of like the community. I don't know if I'm making my point, or like if y'all could see my point and see what I'm actually trying to say. But it's just a vibe that I got from seeing him, how that whole entire community embraced him, it just feels, it's a totally different vibe. Cause I'm a PlayStation gamer. Now this is not me trying to say like, oh, everybody, because I'm a small content creator. This is not me saying that, oh, people should be embracing me, and this is not what this is about. It's just, I just had to put this out there because after seeing this, I was like, I can't lie. I was like, dang, like that's awesome, and that's crazy how they've embraced him like that, and now he has a platform. We don't know where he could take his channel. He might end up being bigger than most of them. If he puts in the work and he continues on with his channel, who knows where he could go. But to them, it's okay. Even if he becomes bigger than them, it's okay. They're not even worried about that. Because you know why? He's already in the community. So if he gets bigger, they know, and I'm pretty sure, that he's still going to support them who supported him. I could bet that. Like if he just blows up and has, 500,000 subscribers and things like that, goes crazy, he's not going to forget all the people that put him on, that showed him all this love when he came here into the Xbox community. So that's what I had to say about that. There needs to be some sort of shift in 2025. And PlayStation fans and the community need to be heard more. Their voices need to, turn it up a notch. Because all you hear is the Xbox community. The Xbox sucks, but that voice is so loud on social media. It's so loud that you will think that Xbox is actually better than PlayStation, the way these people talk. Even though the games is trash. It's crazy. Now, if you take a look at this video here, right? We going in, people. Sorry, I was going to cut it right there. We going in. If you take a look at this video.
Conversation. Now, I'm sure me, like many of you, was watching the Xbox event and was generally quite impressed. I'd imagine many of you, just like me, was quite impressed by Starfield. Now, I know there's another game out there just like Starfield in many, many ways, that game being No Man's Sky. But there's not many games like that around, right? And Starfield looks like a massive budget AAA version of No Man's Sky. And it looks good. And I'm sucked into the attention to detail. All the buzzwords the developers are throwing at us, right? They are really building and hyping this thing up. Microsoft are really shoving it down our throats, telling us how much they love Starfield, how much they've invested in it. They have a watch, they have a pad, they have it's Starfield crazy, right? And then you get later on, right, when they do the Q&A. And it is revealed that Starfield will be running at 30 frames per second on the S and the X. Tell me, what is the point in the X? I'm really confused in what is the point, because they were screaming 12 teraflops of raw GPU power, right?
Y'all get the point. I just had to show y'all that clip, because now we're going to get on to the real part of the show. This is where this man is taking, in the words of LeBron James, taking his talents over the Xbox. We just seen him complaining about the Starfield reveal becoming out 30 frames per second. I'm pretty sure he's been going off on those other 30 frames per second games that have been coming out. So now that makes me think and got me wondering, what are you really there for? You don't have a PC. All the Xbox first party games coming out 30 frames. I spoke to y'all about Indiana Jones and Machine Games. Shout outs to Machine Games for actually putting in the work to make that game come out 60 frames, even on the Series S. But that takes hard work and dedication. That's a Disney licensed product. So, you know, Xbox appointed the right team to do that game. So Machine Games knew they had to bring it. This is like Disney licensed IP. This is Indiana Jones. But besides Indiana Jones, everything else is straight trash. 30 frames per second. He's over here bashing Starfield for being 30 frames, having all the. I'm gonna leave that link down there in the description. Go take a. He's bashing how all these planets are empty. You know, the same complaints that we all have about Starfield. He has them as well, people. He's over here looking forward to Avowed and the rest of the new IPs coming out. Avowed is coming out with a juicy 30 frames. We're going to see how he's going to talk about that now that he's over at Xbox. And that being that he says that we're in the year 2024, and why are we still talking about 30 frames per second games? But Avowed is going to come out with them juicy 30 frames, so he better be ready for that one. So we're going to see what he's going to say when that game comes out. And the rest of those first party games coming out 30 frames. And that's not talking about the ones that came before him, like Redfall and Hellblade 2 and all them 30 frames per second games. But the one thing I want to say about this, he's over here going so hard at the 30 frames. He can't believe that we're in 2024 and Xbox is coming out with 30 frames per second games, right? But now in his videos, you see how excited he is when he talks about Game Pass, that they have all these games and yada yada. But you know what he's doing on Game Pass? He's going back in time to play all those 30 frames per second Xbox 360 games. That's what he's doing. Because everything is brand new to him. So why are you sitting here today in 2024 complaining about 30 frames, but now you're on Xbox and now you're on Game Pass, and what's the first thing you do? You decide to go back and start playing 30 frames per second games. And most of those games on Game Pass, I do hope people realize that the PlayStation Plus Premium has a lot of games. I don't know why people sit here and talk like if Premium doesn't have a lot of games. They have a lot of titles on the Premium. They just don't have day and date because it's the smart and the right thing to do business-wise. They won't make any money if they go the Xbox route. But PlayStation Premium has a lot of games in that catalog. Now, he's going to catch up because when you're on Game Pass, it's so many games. It's like Netflix. There's so many games that you just want to start trying games. But are you going to actually finish these games? It's very hard to finish a game on Game Pass because you're just thinking about the other game. Like, man, they also have this one over there. Let me pause the game real quick. Let me go download this other game that I wanted to try out. That's what you're gonna be doing, trying things out. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Oh my, but there's gonna come a time where you're catching up. You're gonna little by little, you're gonna catch up. And now you're gonna be up to date. Okay, now you're gonna be up to date. Now expect the rest of these games to come out 30 frames per second. What are you gonna say now? That's what I want to know. But that's the other question I had. That's why in my other videos I was saying, you know, now that Xbox knows that they're going to PlayStation, and they have to be PS5 Pro enhanced, because they do have the dev kits for the Pro. So being that they're gonna be 60 frames on the PlayStation, that's saying that they're gonna be 60 frames on the Xbox Series X, right? Like I'm legitimately asking you the question, because or anybody, just let me know down below. Like, if that's how it works. Because if then that's the case, and it's coming out 60 frames on the Series X, then he should be good. Because now he's getting the game, you know, day one, and running on 60 frames. So then there, he should be good. But he also has a PlayStation. So he's going to be playing these titles on Xbox, and he's going to be getting the Sony first-party games. So that don't mean just because you're on Xbox, now you can start trashing PlayStation. Because you've been on PlayStation your entire life. But I've been noticing that that's all he's been doing lately, is trashing PlayStation. Oh, they only have this, and this. He's been trashing the DualSense controller. Only the greatest controller ever created, especially that DualSense Edge. Saying that it's only Astrobot, you know, that uses them correctly. I'm gonna leave a link in the description, telling you the 10 best games that utilize the PlayStation DualSense controller. It's kind of that thing, you know what he said, quick resume, is like you actually have to experience it to know. I know what he's talking about because I've experienced it. So yes, quick resume is a great feature. And you know, PlayStation should really consider putting that in their console. But the same goes for the DualSense controller. It's something that you have to experience for yourself to really understand. But anyways, I just had to make that clear because he's on Xbox now. You see him here giving a rant for 30 frames, but now he's over there playing 30 frames per second games, being so happy about it. How come? Stay real. Be real. Let's be real. I mean, let's be real. He want to be talking about they got games that people been saying they don't have no games and this, that, and the third. Let's be real. It's been 6.5 years for the Elder Scrolls 6. How is it that you thinking that you're gonna miss out? And you should know that this game is going to be multi-plat. If you just wanted to make the switch and make to Xbox, then just say it. Now, I'm not saying he's lying or anything like that, but I'm just saying this has been announced 6 years and 6 months, and the game has yet to come out. How is it that you getting an Xbox thinking that you're gonna miss out when we haven't heard anything about this game as far as a release window or anything like that. You got time. You have time. Trust me. Because that's all Xbox people do is say, give us time. You know Kobe Bryant, the late, great Kobe Bryant? He said, I don't want to misquote him. I will have to look for that. But he said something in the line, paraphrasing, like, you know, the worst thing that people don't understand or don't get or something like that is that they think that we have all the time in the world. Which we don't. And that was a great quote by the late, great Kobe Bryant. I will have to look for that quote. But it's in between those lines. This is Xbox. This is Xbox. Now, if he starts to bash PlayStation, because he's already starting, but if he does, then I'm gonna need him to go trade in those PlayStations. We're gonna do it like that. You're gonna start trashing and bashing PlayStation. Then I'm gonna need you to go into your local GameStop, sir, and go trade that thing in. Go buy yourself some Xbox accessories with that. And miss out on the Ghost of Yote coming out. And miss out on Marvel's Wolverine coming out. And miss out on Grand Theft Auto 6. Yeah, miss out on all these great first part. That's what I want you to do, because if now you're going to start trashing and bashing PlayStation, I'm going to need you to hand that thing in, sir. Point blank, period. But anyways, let me pause this because this is the end of the video, and I'm gonna leave y'all with this one. Shout outs to King Thrash. You know what I'm saying? The OG in this space, holding it down for the PlayStation. Now, let's end the video with this and pay attention.
The sun is shining so brightly from behind the clouds. I can almost feel its warmth. And DirectX 12, you can't forget that. The new API, Microsoft knew. They knew what they were doing, right? Right? I don't have to have 900p, 30 frames. I don't. Oh, what's that over there? Oh, guys, the Xbox One X. It's so beautiful. Better graphics. 4K? But wait, are you telling me, after all this time, the things I believed in, the cloud, DirectX 12, it was a lie. It was a lie. A lie. Phil, why? Why? I ain't gonna let you niggas forget about this shit. oh, it's so good. Forza using no fucking cloud power. Crackdown has cloud power doing destruction in multiplayer. I laugh. And DirectX 12. Forget about it. Now, I know some of you guys are going to argue. Oh, it's getting hot in here. You guys are going to try to argue that there are games that utilize DirectX 12. There's DirectX 12 on Windows 10. It's built right in. It's for the gamer. There's only like 6 games that are exclusive to DirectX 12. Can you guess what these 6 games are? 2 are Gears, 2 are Forza, and the other 2 is fucking Halo. Yeah, pass. Those are the only 6 games that you gotta have Windows 10 for. 6 games out of thousands on the PC. DirectX 12. Right? Right. Yeah. You get me. We got each other. Yeah, you got me. I got you. Oh, man. This is such a delicious moment. I just really want all the gamers out there, not just the Xbox fanboys, to just consider the following. When these companies make promises, and you defend these promises, and they never deliver, you gotta remember. And you gotta learn from it too. Just like I said in my E3 videos, you've got to look for the underlying message when these people are talking to you. Because let me tell you, their first job is not to supply you with what you want, but to sell you their product. That is their number one goal, bottom line. So if they can make you a promise that's going to get you out there to advocate for them, do their advertising for them, that's what they're going to do. They knew that fucking DirectX 12 bullshit wasn't going to do anything for the Xbox One. They knew the cloud power was all a load of horse shit. But you guys, the consumers, you guys ate it up. You guys believed. And guess what? They're going to get a whole another $500 out of you. That's all I've got to say. Just thank you everyone for tuning in. And you'll see more of me real soon.
Man, what a phenomenal job by King Thrash. Did y'all hear that? That was crazy. It's almost like identical to what I said in my previous videos. As long as they could get you to fit in with their plan and their and agree to their game plan, that's all that matters. You, the consumer, to give all the promotion for them. Yeah, go out there, give us the free promotion. It's crazy. And it's okay. That's all I want to end it with. It's okay to do things like that. Okay? But the Xbox community does this with trash being thrown at them. Yo, promote this 30 frames per second of Valve. Yo, take this Hellblade 2. Promote that. Yes, 30 frames. Yeah. But say that is the best. Here you go. Give them that too. Yo, Phil, boy, what's up with this? What's up with this Redfall? Yo, you giving us 30 frames again? We got promote. I said promote it. Remember that fancy dinner I told you about? I already spoke to Aaron Greenberg. I told him to call into your show for your next podcast. Remember that? Oh, yeah. My bad. What you said it was? 30 frames? Redfall? Yo, let me get that. I got you, Phil. That's how they roll. And we PlayStation fans over here all divided up. Everybody's in their own world doing their own thing, spread out. I don't know who this person is. I don't know who that person is. It just feels like totally divided. Even though PlayStation actually is throwing us the goods. Here's Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. Here's Returnal. Here's Stellar Blade. Here's Helldivers 2. Here's Rise of the Ronin. Here's a Game of the Year, Astrobot. And the list goes on and on. Here's the PlayStation Portal. Here's the DualSense Edge wireless controller. Here's the 3D audio. But we don't take all that and build from it. We are separate. You see the difference? PlayStation's giving all that to us, but we're like this. But Xbox is giving them all that trash, and they're like this. That's the difference. Anyway, man, it's your boy, the gifted one here, man. And I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. I'm gone.